All right, Dodge guys. So I wanted to do a video of the last call and what I think it is, because I think we just got our last clue until the reveal of the actual car. I think it's going to be called the Goblin. So the first clue is E85. It's gonna it's gonna be running on E85. That was a pretty easy given. Scale clue is the 7.1 additional pounds. I think the car is going to get an additional 7.1 pounds of boost over the red eye. The next video where he looks like he's blowing through like a DUI monitor, the anemometer, I think it's called. I was looking at the numbers. I think it's going to come with a 105 millimeter throttle body, and it's going to have a 2.98 liter supercharger. So that's going to move some air. And the 1582, I think that's going to be the CFM of air that it's going to move. So the jackhammer scene, that is the 2538. I think that's 2,538 cylinder pressure. And if I recall correctly, the Demon had something like 1900. So if you're getting a 30% bump in cylinder pressure, imagine if that's 30% more power. So that's going to make your 800 horsepower car kind of be boosted up to a like almost 1100 horsepower car. The last clue, the tripwire clue, he jumps out of the helicopter. He looks at his little speed watch, and it shows that he's going 140 miles an hour, which is what the old Demon was doing in the quarter mile. But then you see him go a little bit faster, right? That's the easy clue. But if you think about it, I got a pretty good idea that this thing is going to be a possible high 8-second, like 899 car. Like, I think this is going to be like an 899 quarter car or a 90 car, right? Because if you're going faster than 140 and say you can get to 150, right? 150, 155 and the quarter, that's a like bottom 9-second car or a high 890 quarter mile trap time if I'm not mistaken. And it's gonna be a fast car, as well as someone's showed a clue. If you follow the Van Voors guys, I think they showed a clue from a meme showing a Terminator looking for a Tesla, which if the Tesla Plaid is running 9.2 and it's going to be, and it's indicating that it's supposed to be faster than that Tesla Plaid, that's going to be a 9.0. I think it's going to be a 9.0 890 car. Oh, and one more thing about the tripwire clue. He jumped out of a helicopter, and if you go so fast, just in true Demon marketing fashion, they're probably going to say it's so fast the NHRA banned us because we didn't have a parachute, right? So if it goes fast enough to need a parachute, that means it's probably going to trap about 150 or faster. The last thing I want to talk about is on the experimental cars that Dodge was using, they had a bunch of weird options on them. So I want to first talk about the engine. It looked like they had experimented with two different engines for this last call. There was an iron block and it was an aluminum block, but I think they were still 6.2 liter Hellcat engines. They also had larger axles. I think this car is going to have a beefier axle than what the Demon had came with. And then the last thing, well, not the last thing. The next thing was they had a lot of things called CP stuff, CP interior, CP wheels, CP this. I think there's a carbon package that's going to come with this car. I think you might get carbon wheels, might get carbon interior, might get carbon panels, might get carbon, all sort of goodies everywhere for the purpose of lightweight. Along with those few things that stood out to me, it also had a bunch of delete options. Like it was a ton of like the normal things you would get with a car, normal little things that you would expect to have with a car, like deleted pedal lights, deleted interior lights, deleted door panel stuff, like it was like the little things that you would get nicely sprinkled through a car. It was deleted. Kind of like I know, like the GT350, you could add the air conditioning back, to it for the GT350R. So I think there's going to be like a deal where you could actually delete a lot of the car stuff on there for additional weight savings if you spec it, if they allow you to spec it out that much. So I know you guys see the Mustang that I have here, but I just wanted to share some excitement because as a true car enthusiast and seeing this last call thing, it tickles me to see the fun little teasers, as goofy as the animations are. I like seeing the manufacturers actually doing something that is appealing to the loyal customers that they have. So